What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. In this video, we're going to talk about the lesson from Kingsman, the Secret Service, about loyalty. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so in this video, we're going to basically talk about the lesson of loyalty, which is one of the main themes of the movie Kingsman, the Secret Service, that came out in 2014, directed by Matthew Vaughn. Great movie. A lot better than the second one. Everyone should watch this and understand this is a movie about a hero becoming a hero. It's very badass. Great action scenes. Samuel L. Jackson is great. And there's a very important theme in this movie about loyalty that we're going to talk about. We're going to dissect this scene, go over it, talk about what it means, and how it applies to your life.
Yeah, so let us bring the scene up and let's go into it. So, let's go.
So basically, right, they're getting drugged by this drink and they're going to wake up in this spot. Some of the subtitles, just in case.
Who the fuck are you? Where am I?
This knife can save your life. My employer's got two questions for you, Eggsy. What the fuck is King?
What's going on is he's tied up and he's going to make him say something that if he doesn't say it, he's going to kill him, right? So we're going to find out his reaction to what's going on.
What the fuck is Kingsman? And who's Harry Hart? Who the fuck is shit?
So in the movie, Kingsman is the organization that he's being trained for to work in, and this is the guy. He's tying him up. He's trying to make him tell him who he works for, tell him about the organization, spill the beans, give him all the information, and we're going to see if he tells him or not.
Answer, give me the same bullshit answer.
Fuck! Just cut the fucking move, please!
Hey, it's Kingsman worth dying for.
Congratulations.
It was a test by the organization, part of the training phase. So if he would have told them, Kingsman, like if he would have told the bad guy about who he works for, he would have been destroyed from the training. He would have been fired. It would have been over. He would not be part of the organization. But he did not tell. He did not rat out on the organization, rat out on his loyalty to who he belonged to. And
he was willing to die to keep that information because that's pretty much what they want from them.
Yeah. Let's see what happens to the next guy, though.
Roxy passed with flying colours. Charlie's up next. Wanna watch?
Yeah, alright.
Is Kingsman really worth dying for?
No, it fucking isn't shit. I'll tell you what you want, please. Just the King's Arthur. Arthur's head of a spy agency. It's called Kingsman. Get me out of here.
Thank you, Charlie. Much appreciated.
I want the fucking
I had such high hopes for you. You're a bloody disgrace.
I feel sorry. He needs to untie me.
So as you can see, the other guy, whose name is Charlie, he failed the test miserably by revealing everything he knew to the bad guy and giving himself up, thus displaying his disloyalty to the company that he worked for, thus disqualifying him to be part of it. This is basically, it's a life lesson because many people do not have loyalty to what they belong to. Let's just say, many people don't realize this, but the job you work at, some of the friends, family you have connections to, you're actually not even really loyal to them. If, like, let's say you really love your job, you love the people you work with, and then some other companies, somebody else said, hey, we're going to pay you X amount more if you come join us and quit today. But many of you are going to be like, okay, yeah, of course, yeah. You're going to just dismiss that company. You're going to forget about it. You're just going to move on to the next. You're going to get them more money. Forget the good coworkers that you know and love. Forget the environment and the things you do for that company. You're just going to go wherever the money is. So many of you don't realize that you're actually not that loyal to many people. For example, let's just say you have a best friend and then you end up banging his girl like years later or something like that, or like you get caught up between relationships. You're not even loyal to your friend in the way you thought you were because you're stealing his leftovers. Your lack of abundance mentality is allowing you just banging his ex-girl. That's not loyalty either. Many people do not really understand what loyalty is.
The thing is with the Kingsmen, right? It's an organization where it needs to be very secretive, and this guy was... One of them was literally willing to die, which we talked about, right? And leave the information with him to the grave. And the other guy was like, "Oh, please, get me out of this. I'll tell you everything," right? And then if you watch the thing, the bad guy, after receiving the information, was going to let him die. And we had a conversation about this before, where it's so dumb to do that, to give out the information, to be disloyal in that sense when you're in something as secretive as something like the Kingsman. Or even in any, and you can compare it to whatever if you want, like relationships or work. The guy was literally going to die anyway. And so why even bother saying the stuff?
That guy went through all the trouble of tying him up, everything. You really think he's going to let you go if you just give him some information? He's going to kill you anyway, he'll just stab you.
There was no reason for him to do that except for the fact to prove that the guy was disloyal. And honestly, being disloyal to whatever it is the worst thing that you could do, because you want to have a group of people around you that that you trust and that you can look after or be with to improve yourself. And if you are not loyal to them, then how can they be loyal to you?
Yeah.
And if you want to leave them in the dirt, they're going to 100% put you on the train tracks and you're going to get your ass run over. It's honestly not okay to do those types of things, especially when it comes down to stuff like business deals and relationships with, like, let's say, women. These things, being disloyal is definitely the worst thing that you could do.
Yeah, like, many people don't realize that the people you surround yourself are not really that even loyal to you. So, yeah, many people need to really know who their friends, who's got their back. So, like, if someone offered me, like, a good amount of money or something to let's just say, like, stab Mike in the back, or, like, let's just say, like, we're doing a YouTube channel here, right, or we're trying to get a business going. If some guy offered me a bunch of money to, hey, I won't tell anyone if you do this for me, you can make a bunch of money, and all you have to do is forget the business that you're doing right now, which is all gains. Forget all that. Just leave Mike in the dust. Let him do his own thing, or like if we had a contract, just let him go, whatever. Let him do his thing. If you come with me, we can forget all that. He won't even know it's you. I would decline. And the reason I would decline to do that is because my loyalty is to the brand that we're making here, to the friendship that we have here, to everything that we're building here. My loyalty cannot be bought, it cannot be shaken, and it cannot be stirred. So that's an example of being loyal to somebody and being loyal to something that you're a part of. So we're here to create something, and it would be very disloyal of me to go off and do something and just betray everything I've worked on so far. It is who I am, it is my identity, and I will not betray it for nothing. Many people do not have that same environment.
Or even that same mentality as well. Some people will just leave people high and dry, or even leave companies or their jobs high and dry just to get to the next thing. And, the whole thing with the job thing, if you don't like your job, then, hey, I feel like that's going to be okay. Because, if you hate your job, then you're, of course you're not going to be loyal to them, and that's fine. But if you really like your job, like if you are like a lifer there, and then you just one day just boom, just left, that's not good either. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole thing on loyalty. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely, if you have not watched Kingsman, definitely go watch it. I don't know how you haven't watched this movie yet. And so, with that said, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Leave a comment on
what are you guys loyal to?
Yeah, tell us what you guys are loyal to, or if you have any types of stories that you want to talk about dealing with disloyalty.
Choose your side wisely.
Yes.
Know who you're a part of. Pick a side, or at least stick to something that you love. Be loyal to something that's worth being loyal to.
Also, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all of our videos, of course. Share this around, and we will see you in the next video.